The Dream Placement programme is massively important for this area. We've got some really great opportunities in the future on Britain's energy coast, and we need leaders in the future, and these guys that are coming through this programme are our future leaders. So it's massively important for them, massively important for the region, and the Centre for Leadership Performance places the two together.
The Dream Placement project is a really exciting initiative that we've pulled together with 14 fabulous firms and organisations across Cumbria, and the whole idea of the placement is to show young people in Cumbria what an exciting and wonderful place this is to work.
Today's been really good in terms of, actually, we all think of leaders as people, but it's really getting down to what makes a leader today.
This was kind of like dream come true for me. And again, just the same as Faye, just being able to work in a really local environment, just to see behind the scenes what's going on in my local community.
Something that's really stuck in my mind is the goals that I'm taking with me to the placement. There's 3 specific goals that we've made, and I think that's set in my mind what I want to achieve.
I just want to learn things you have to do in business, like skills and meetings, general things like that.
For me, it's not just about the placement, it's been more of like a personal journey for me, I think, because I think I arrived here on the first day thinking I'm not going to get this, I should just go. But I did in the end, so it was a bonus. So it's been like a real boost for my confidence.
Just the size of the site really. I mean, I knew it was big, but I didn't realise how big it was, and it's a lot more impressive and it's a lot more organised than I thought it would be. I thought it would be quite chaotic, but I was quite impressed with the organisation of the site. I've met a lot of new people, and at first it was quite hard to start a conversation with them, but once you start a conversation with someone, it's a lot more comfortable for both people. When you work in a business, you've got to talk to people to make sure things are done well and done to the highest standard they can be, so it's definitely something I'll be able to transfer in the future.
We've been doing lots of activities to help with businesses, and it's included activities like being blindfolded, and we're given shapes, and we have to communicate with each other to make very clear who's got what at what colour, by asking the leader what the colour is, and you had to, out of 28 pieces, find out which one was missing, which was really, really hard but really good fun, and I was picked out as a natural leader. So you see people coming in and out, but because of the nature of the job, people can't say anything, so when you see inside of it, you're like, oh, I see why they're doing that. And once I've seen the inside, it's been, to me, really good, and I think if people saw the inside, they might be more, yeah, this is really good business, they're doing the best.
It's been a really good experience. We've seen a lot of different things and experienced a lot of different aspects around the site. For example, on Tuesday we got to see FOB, which is one of the reprocessing and part of the decommissioning side of things, but then on Wednesday we got put in our different work experience places, and I was in the press office, which gave me a different experience. There's been a lot of emphasis on leadership and developing as a person, what we want to be doing if we want to come into this industry and push ourselves.
I've learned that I really want to do project management. That's what I really want to do now. I've applied for university as well, but I've decided that that's going to be my fallback option, because I've applied for the project management higher apprenticeship for here at Sellafield, because I've been, in my work experience, I was speaking to one of the apprentices, and he's like really persuaded me that's definitely what I want to do.
A lot of communication skills I've learned, and also just working with different people in the community. We went and saw people who had disabilities and things, and I learned a lot of skills from them and finding out different people's opinions and things as well.
I went to business and finance, and it was really interesting to get an insight into all the different things which make one of the major projects work.
It's interesting to see a bit more of people's personalities, so you can see their leadership skills and the jobs that they do and what they manage. We got I built up an idea of how people got to those managing positions.
I'm going to meet some of the apprentices and some of the graduates, and that's a really exciting opportunity because myself, I'm looking to either go to university, which would be joining the part of the graduate scheme, or I'd be looking to get the apprenticeship this year, so it's really exciting to see how they feel about it and see how their choices and how they got there really.
So far we've seen most of the main buildings, we've seen mostly the outside of section 11, section 12, it's quite sterile, but we've had an overview of basically where we'll be going. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the week where I get to go inside. I'm particularly interested in the backgrounds of it because obviously it's a pharmaceutical place, but I'm more interested in, because they've got the connection with India, I'm interested in that. I'm excited to see all the business mergers with it.
And it's really interesting to see how things are actually made and the incredible processes they've got to go to become as sterile as they are. I'm excited to go to Barnard Castle to see the secondary stage of the making of the medicines, because they make the oral product that you can take. So seeing how it's first made here to go on to be made into tablets there, it's going to be interesting to see a wider process.
I'd like to look into a career with BAE Systems, maybe more in the project management side, because I really enjoy being leading the projects, but I wouldn't rule out nuclear. The most interesting thing is probably just going inside the buildings and seeing what's going on inside them, especially the DDH building which is behind us. It's just so amazing when you go in, just drops.
I haven't seen it up close. When you see it in pictures, it doesn't give an idea of the sheer scale that it is on here. It's just everything is imagine your toys, but it makes you feel like you're the toy as opposed to the person. And we moved on to new assembly shop, so you see the subs coming from just raw materials all the way through to the outer shell. And then today we've started on an actual placement where we're shadowing some managers around the nuclear build facility, which is quite good.
I've worked with React and its two sister companies, and the first 2 days I spent with high def aerial surveillance, and they took me down to Centrica with the owner of high def aerial surveillance, and it was very interesting to see how two very different businesses can cooperate. High def is an aerial surveillance company that focuses on the identification of birds for the wind farms, and I was lucky to get hands-on with the equipment and see how it is applied to the aircraft. React is a consultancy for nuclear development and decommissioning. Today I've been in Sellafield on site with some of the managers there.
Everyone's been so nice as well. That's what got me, because everyone wants you to be there. You know what I mean? Everyone wants you to do well. Everyone wants you to come across they all come across as nice people. It's just it's been that. And then this as well, they've given me this opportunity to come here, which not everyone's had the chance to do. It's just pretty incredible.
It's been my pleasure to be involved in Dream Placement at Sellafield Limited. When I heard about the programme that was being brought forward by the Centre for Leadership Performance, I was determined that Sellafield Limited got involved. I had the pleasure of meeting the students as they came in. The only concern I had actually at the start was we were only looking for maybe 1 or 2 students, and given the calibre of the people that were brought forward, that didn't feel right to me. So we made this decision on the spot, with no regrets, to actually move the allocation from 2 to 10. So we've had 10 tremendous students on site all week.
Well, I'm absolutely excited to be one of the companies hosting the Dream Placement. For me, we're really engaged and really want to support the programme in its entirety. Just the concept of taking some kids who are fairly early in their career and who could potentially be the future leaders of tomorrow in furnace, and being able to bring them into an industry that for us helps save people's lives is really important. And if we can in some way help inspire the children to come and learn what we do and what difference they can make, then for me it's been a week that's worthwhile. We know we have fantastic apprentices in this region. We know we have a wealth of experience in engineering around furnace. If we can just develop that and harness that, particularly earlier on in the careers through this Dream Placement, I think that's a good approach going forward.
Dream Placement has allowed us to take 2 individuals into the business, showcase what we do as a business, tell them that engineering is so much bigger than what they learn at school, give them an opportunity to meet real people in the business, real role models in the business, talk to people, ask questions. I really do encourage the candidates to keep a record of their experiences, so when they do get to that point where they're coming to the business for maybe an interview for a trainee scheme or the graduate framework scheme, that they can actually draw on some of these experiences that they've had today.
Of inspiring the next generation to get involved in science, engineering, business, it's really important. A lot of the people we employ at React are young people because we find they approach things in a bit of a different way. I'm local myself, I was born in Whitehaven. My original plan when I went off to university was that I probably wouldn't come back to the area. I went away, lived in the big city, if you like, saw the bright lights, but thought actually I do really like living in West Cumbria, and there is sort of some really good opportunities here.
Why I wanted to bring Daniel here today is it's one of the biggest partnership projects we have in West Cumbria, in Copeland. NDA have paid for the construction of this building. Sellafield will be the tenant. And Britain's Energy Coast, which is funded by all the nuclear partners, helped with the site acquisition and some of the early enabling work. So we've all worked really successfully together, and that's obviously one of the things we're trying to show Daniel during his placement. One of the things that a leader must be able to do is to build relationships and work as part of a team, and brilliant things like this come out of a really successful working relationship.
It's very different to any programme I've been on before, any placement I've been on, as it really brings out the essence of the business behind the thing that it's made.
No, it's an opportunity that not many people get, and that not many people are going to say they're going to have the chance to do.
I'd say definitely apply, because you might not get this type of work experience again. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and you can really see if this is what you want to do in the future.
But for anyone who's wanting to take a dream placement, definitely try and sign on for it, because it's like a rare opportunity on this coast to be able to go in and experience the big companies such as BAE here, and actually get an insider's view right down to the down and dirty.
The early mornings are a bit of a struggle, but it's worthwhile. It's definitely something I'd recommend getting involved in.
The young people we've been working with are an inspiration. They're amazingly talented, and I have to say that I was really impressed by the qualities that they demonstrated, their attitude, their willingness and energy to engage in this programme. So all in all, I think that bright young Cumbrians we've seen are going to go far in the world and will make a huge contribution to any business or organisation they work with.